So we're doing a podcast, and we're doing YouTube for the MVM show. We're doing a live, so we got like 3 different things, guys. Thanks for joining in. The audio out of the YouTube live is probably not going to be good as the podcast or the MVM show, but we'll work around that. I think we're about done getting set up here. So we're just going to do a Q&A. Whatever you guys want to ask. You want to ask about dog training, duck hunting, our season. You want to ask Travis about taxidermy or tips or Talon. What'd you do yesterday, Talon?
We went turkey hunting yesterday.
Oh, I don't got your mic on. Sorry. Is it on? Why is it not working?
Testing.
Oh. Gotta be turned on. There we go.
Pretty straightforward, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault.
So we went turkey hunting yesterday, so had a good time. Shot one with my bow. Second one with my bow. So
Oh, yeah?
it was,
How long of a beard?
it was, I think we measured it out about 7 3/4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he was
That's
a nice
cool
time.
with your bow, man.
Yeah, 3/4.
Yeah, how far was it? Tell them how far it was.
It was 30 yards. Yeah,
Sweet.
I did
yesterday?
yesterday.
I thought you said it was 60.
That was my first one.
Wait,
The first one you shot was 60 yards?
First year one I shot
That's cool.
was 60.
That's a far shot.
It was for only shooting a compound once. So I've only practiced one time, and then
whose bow is it?
it's mine.
It is?
Yeah, I bought one.
It's a
2.
nice one.
Oh, you
2 or
just
3
bought a
weeks
brand new one.
Just a brand new
Oh,
one.
gotcha.
Yep.
Hey, you
you've hardly ever
you
shot.
guys on the live, can you hear us okay? Because we're talking these, and we have headphones on, so we'll probably talk a little, not so loud. But just let us know on the YouTube live if you guys can hear us okay. And I'm going to say some things for the podcast, too. Welcome, guys, back to the podcast. And we got multiple things going on here. If you're listening to the podcast, we're going to do a Q&A. We got the MVM show going for the YouTube channel. We got the podcast going for the MVM show. And we got a YouTube live. So people are showing up now. We got 20 people here in the chat. And I'm going to use my phone to go through the questions. And whoever it's for, Thomas, Talon, me or Travis, will do our best to keep up with what you guys are asking. But go ahead, continue on with your... They're over here lusting over the heavy bismuth shells.
So you want me to continue?
Yeah,
the
go
story?
ahead with your story.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I had to just say that.
So the
people weren't
first time
confused.
we were hunting on some private property, and we have permission on, and we were coming down the road, and we seen some turkeys out on the side of the hill. And we're like, okay, let's just put a stalk on them, see if we can get close enough. Well, I was with my cousin. He had a rangefinder at this time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That helped.
it helped a lot. So he was ranging. He was about 10 yards behind me. He goes, they're at 70. I was like, okay, I'll put my 60-yard pin on and see what happens. Well, I sent it, and it stuck it. My little sister, she's like, you hit it. And I was like, I did? She's like, yeah. And I was looked up on the hill.
Did you have your glasses on?
I did have my glasses on.
Sweet.
So
That's how you
so
hit
I could see it. So I was good on that one. And then this weekend, we've been really fortunate to get some permission on some private property this year. So that's a good thing for Titus and all of us.
Yeah,
so
get some videos.
We'll have to be going soon.
We got some going. Hey, let me ask you guys, too, that are watching live. Can you guys see Travis? I think you can, but we got a chat screen up on the side, so I think it kind of blocks him out, but I believe you guys can probably see him. If not, we'll make him lean in so you can see his beautiful face.
Exactly, man.
All right. Hey, so let me give you a couple of you guys shout-outs. We'll get started in the Q&A right now. What's up, Peter Leroy? He said, what's up, fellow waterfowl hunters? Blake Wells, Full Strap Outdoors, Ryan Huff, and Andrew Bean. What's up, man? He's from Ohio. Okay, let's get this going. Whoever wants to answer can. What's your favorite decoys to hunt over?
Ones that bring in birds. Nah. I like the avian X's a lot. Used some Tingle Free this year. And they held up pretty good. But I don't know. For me, avian X, I like those a lot.
That's your favorite? Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, either avians or Dakotas. I like Dakotas. Started using those packable ones this year. They're extremely light.
Is that what you want?
No. I really like them. I think they look kind of funny in the store, but on the water I think they look like one of the most real decoys as far as mallards go. And then some other species of ducks we kind of mix in. I mix in decoys.
Yeah, probably the same thing. I like the Dakotas a lot, the packable ones, and then even X, you can't beat them as far as the way they're made and looks. But Tingle Free ain't bad decoys either for if you can get them on.
I do like.
If you can get them on sale and they're green tail and their gavel don't look the greatest, but I like their widgeon. I like their widgeon and their
Who, Tangle Freeze?
Tingle Freeze.
Yeah, I like theirs too.
Yeah, they're not too shiny. They're they're real dull. The paint's kind of more of a flat on them, so they're not. You know, some widgeon look. They're real.
We started using a lot of tingle-free shoveler decoys this year, too.
Yeah. So
They're super bright.
yeah, that's probably my 3 I like the best
Yeah.
And those
as far as right now.
greenhead gear
Pintails.
shovelers.
Oh yeah, those look good.
What's that one? Remember that pintail decoy that I found a long time ago? I've had it for years, and the paint's like still good on it and everything. G&H. I like their pintails.
Screen headgear.
No,
Which one?
I think it's G&H.
Sure, it's not GHG.
GHG.
No, that's greenhead gear. No, they're G&H.
Yeah, there is. I don't know.
I'm not for sure. I
I'm
don't
not
remember.
sure.
They've been around for like hundreds of years.
What are that? What's that G&H stand for?
I have no idea. Gordon and something, I think. I don't know. I don't
That
know.
sounds like you.
Maybe
making
someone
that
in there
up.
will know. I don't know.
It does sound familiar.
G&H, yeah.
Because I think I
They
did the
make-
same
they
thing.
make
But
decoys.
all right. What's up, Ken Stout? He said social distancing doesn't count for turkey. Go ahead and send your guys' questions and just let us know if you have any questions or thoughts or what's going on. We'll just talk about anything. Probably be here about 45 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever.
I got a question
I'm
for
going
you
blind. I can't
guys.
even
What do
see
you
the
think about
questions.
this box right there?
It's a thing of beauty.
Does that look pretty cool? Do you guys care? Do you not care? I think it looks pretty cool. It's they're new. They came out with this ammo last year, and the box. I think it just looks like a old school,
Yeah.
like a. I don't want to say decorative, but it's like seems like a box you'd buy like 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Or something. You know what I mean?
And it says what's it say right there? Something about
For modern
classic
and
guns.
classic guns.
yeah, for old guns.
I like their designer, whoever designed that. They did a
Oh,
really
good.
good
They
job.
said they can't see me perfect. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind that.
Z-Bob said, do you guys planning to get into bow hunting more? Would love to see footage of that. Thomas, I bow hunted before. I don't have a bow anymore. Do you still have your bow?
Yeah, I have a bow.
Yeah, can I borrow it?
No. No, I don't care. But I do plan on going bow hunting more this year. I definitely am planning on setting my bow up for bow fishing for carp. I got a buddy that has a jet boat that goes carp hunting, fishing, whatever, a lot. So I'm definitely going to be going with him. Maybe we'll get a video or two.
That'd be real. That's a lot of fun right there. You see them out there and doing those tournaments. That'd
There's
be
a lot.
blast.
Our lakes have a lot of them too. We definitely could.
It's
We
about
could
to
do pretty
warm
good.
up too. So.
Yeah. There's a cove back in one of the lakes. Remember that? They're just boiling all over the place. You could probably do pretty good. I know a lot of
Well, I
guys that
remember
go
when
there.
we were fishing up the river. Remember all
Yeah.
those huge schools of them?
Mhm.
You could see them
Yeah.
swimming.
I definitely want to do that. I was telling your dad earlier that I was gonna get a bow this spring, and like even if it was just for whatever. I mean, I actually want to shoot one with a duck with my bow, like a bow.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and one of the
What's
places.
that guy's name that was doing that?
Tim Wells.
Tim Wells.
Yeah,
Go check that out. It's pretty cool.
yeah. If you guys haven't, I'm sure you've heard of him. He's
Yeah.
very popular. But because I
Looks
thought
like
one
a
of the places
blast.
we go where they decoy really good.
Yeah.
I think that to me that'd be a perfect
Yeah.
place to try it because
Uh-huh.
you'd have like say one guy try it with the bow, get the first shot if they're hovering over the decoys, and then the other 3 guys, if you miss the one, you only got one shot.
Mhm.
Just someone else just shoot it. You know,
Mhm.
it'd be a fun time to at
That'd
least
be
give
fun.
it a try.
He's doing
Yeah,
it.
there goes my decoy. There goes my decoy. Oh, missed him.
Yeah,
Nah.
It would be awesome to do it like where he does it like out of country where there's like a bajillion birds. Like he's shooting hundreds of arrows a day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But it's incredible the shots he makes.
Yeah. He pays the price to get him though. It's
Mhm.
not like he's so good. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like he went on that. What did I say that was? The crane,
Sandhill
Sandhill.
Creek.
Sandhill crane hunt. It took him 3 days to get one all day. He hunted all
Really?
day and shot multiple arrows.
Just late
Yeah.
season
Really?
snow goose. There's
But
thousands
I
of
mean,
those.
if you have action though, I mean,
No,
if you're
it'd be
shooting,
fun.
yeah.
I'm just saying it's
I-
gonna take some time.
I wouldn't care to like, oh, I had to kill 20 birds or whatever.
No, just the fact you got one.
It's a blast to
Yeah,
just
it'd be
try.
cool. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
Uh-huh.
just want to try it. I may not
Uh-huh.
even get one,
yeah.
but let's see here.
Excuse me.
Ryan Huff said, Titus, do you plan on going turkey hunting? Yes, we already went. We scouted, me and Travis, and then we went turkey hunting the other day, but wait for the video coming soon. I think that video will be out Tuesday, and you can see how that went for us. Yeah, they're saying you can't see Travis, but
Who cares?
Whatever.
I'm fat. See, look at.
I just hide mine under my belly under the desk. Benito Perez said, "What's up from South Texas?" Full Strap said, "AVNX
Texas.
decoys." Okay. River Hunters said, "Tell them something about waterfowl taxidermy. Maybe
Waterfowl taxidermy?
Yeah. You know what? Tell the listeners about how to prep or a quick synopsis of how to prepare your bird before you stick him in the freezer for the taxidermist, because people are always doing that wrong.
Don't put them in pantyhose. Don't shrink wrap them. The best thing I do is I just get a Ziploc bag.
Don't vac seal.
No, don't vac seal.
Right.
Just get a Ziploc bag. What they say works good too is if you take wet paper towels, wrap around the feet, and wrap around the head. Some people put the head tuck underneath the wing, which is good. It helps not to freezer burn. And then just put it in a Ziploc bag. That's pretty much it.
Now,
Get all the air out of it, probably.
How long is it good for in the freezer? I mean, technically,
I don't know. I'd say 3 years, maybe.
3.
Yeah. If they say they're a long time, the feet.
Now, what if you put it in water? I know people, and I'm throwing some extra stuff out here, but
I mean, I wouldn't do this probably for a whole bird. I guess you could, but what I'll do a lot of times is personal birds that I know I'm not going to get to for a long time. I'll skin them out and flesh them, and then I freeze them in a solid block of ice.
they'll last forever.
They say for like 30 years. I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so if you want a bird to last forever, you can't afford to
What
get
is
it done.
that? It's just the
out.
air freezer burning
Probably,
it.
probably the air.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
Yeah.
Must be oxygen, huh?
Yeah. But waterfowl taxidermy is fun. I mean, I wanted to do it since I was a little kid.
In small doses.
No, I like it. It's messy, you know. I mean, when you're skinning them out and fleshing them and all that stuff can be kind of like the prep work's the worst part. The fun part's putting them together. The most frustrating part is putting them together though, because you want them to look a certain way, and if they don't cooperate, then you get frustrated, man. You just want to chuck them across the yard and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis.
But I mean, if you shoot a lot of them, right? I mean, when I tell somebody just starting, like the head, the form, the eyes, all that stuff, you can reuse them again. So if it's like a mallard, right? You can shoot another mallard. You can still use the form over and over again, and the eyes over and again, and the head over again. You know, if it's what you'll find too is like when you first start, you'll think, oh yeah, that looks pretty good, and then 10 birds later, you're like, that one looks disgusting. And I think it's like that the whole time you do it. You know, you look back on birds you did, 10, 15 birds ago, you're like, oh, I could have did better. Oh, I could have did better. Oh, I could have did better. So I think it's that continual striving to try to do better on each one is what I like in a sense. But I would say I've never mounted a bird that I like everything about it. So.
Oh, I thought someone was laughing or something.
No.
Who wants to? Someone said, "Can you guys explain on Onyx maps how it works and what the public land BLM land looks like on the app?" I'm new to it. He said I'm new to it, so that's from Philip Bonifield. Anybody want to? I know you use it. I mean, we've all kind of used it.
I just look for the spots that say BLM.
But he was saying, like, what's it look like? Isn't it kind of highlighted yellowish?
Yeah. So the green will be BLM. It's outlined.
Oh, green's BLM.
Yeah, it's got a thing on there where it tells you exactly where you're at.
There's layers, right? You can turn off and on.
Well, there's different
layers.
levels too. How much you want to pay for? I just got was it the Pro?
Just the Pro. Yeah.
There's an Elite. I don't know what the Elite does that the Pro doesn't. I've never really looked at it.
Is the Elite just more states?
It could be more.
Or is it more
it's
features?
multiple
I don't
states,
remember.
but it probably has more features. I don't know. I've never looked at it.
You use it too, don't you, Dylan?
But yeah, as far as it's laid out, you'll see if you're looking at a private property or BLM, the BLM is laid out in green, and the National Forest is actually dark green. So there's two different colors, and there's also a purple layer. And I'm not for sure. There's an in between if it's private. You just got to find out. You got to call the state and ask them what that
Oh, that's
property
state. Is that state?
It's usually state.
Okay.
So you got to see how that works. But as far as it is, you just look at it, and whatever's green, you can mostly hunt.
And I don't know what benefit unless you were going to contact the individual, but it'll tell you who owns what piece of land.
Yeah. That might be does it do that even with the Pro plan?
With the Pro, it does. It gives the name of the.
Doesn't the what's the other one? The version up.
Elite.
Doesn't it give you phone numbers
I don't
think
know.
so.
or contact
I'm
information?
pretty sure it don't. I think I've
Or
had
maybe
the
it's just
top
an
level
address.
before, and I think the top level you get more like you can have more states or something like that. But I've never seen phone numbers on there.
I think the difference between the Pro and Elite is that if you purchase the Elite, you get the whole year subscription for all states.
Right.
I think
For all
that's-
states,
I think
because
that's
it's
really-
expensive, isn't it?
Instead
It's-
of like 2 or
Instead,
something like
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, because if you just buy the state, I think it's either $20 or $30 for the whole year for
Mhm.
one state.
Okay.
So if you purchase that elite, I think it's $100 something. You get all the states.
Someone asked, do you guys look down the barrel or at the bird when shooting? That's a good question.
It depends.
Ducks, I think I'm an instinctive shooter a lot of
Yeah.
times. Like, I don't even think about the bird or the bead, I guess.
Do you keep moving further? I keep moving this closer to
I
your
don't
mouth. You
know.
keep
Sorry.
getting further away.
Okay. I don't know.
Kill me.
I really
Like my
feel,
mom.
I really feel like whether it's right or wrong, I don't know or care, but I think I look down the barrel because a lot of times I can focus on the bird all day long, but having coats or jacket or waders or whatever on, if I don't shoulder my gun right, I'm not hitting the bird. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll get excited and throw my gun up and I'm focused on the bird, but my gun might not be lined up where it should be, on my shoulder and cheek and all that, looking straight down. So I feel like I'm shooting right, but I'm not. So a lot of times I'll pull up, get lined up, and then look at the bird, I guess. I don't know. I go back and forth. A lot of times I feel like if I keep both my eyes open, I miss more. So actually,
Yeah, I
I'll
don't-
use one
I
eye.
feel the same way.
Do you shoot with both eyes open?
No, I shoot.
What do you do?
I shoot
close
one eye.
one
Close
eye.
my eye.
I close one eye
But
too.
at times, you know how it is. You come in, and usually when you miss,
Yeah.
you're not doing the proper thing. So
Yeah.
I think looking down the barrel is very important for. As far as
I think closing one eye helps me focus more on one spot instead of just like looking.
yeah, because when
I
you're
know
looking at,
they teach it
yeah.
differently, but for me, I've never been instructed how to shoot,
Yeah.
shotguns or whatever. For me, hunting, I know I shoot way better when I close one eye and I focus. I get lined up and I focus on that bird and
Yeah.
swing through. You swing through, or do you maintain your lead?
I think I'm sustained lead.
Sustain.
Do you?
I think
I
so.
swing through.
You come from
most-
behind, pass it,
Uh-huh.
squeeze, boom.
Most of the time.
I would say I'm sustained. I think about
I'll
it.
watch him.
Well,
I'll see the
difference
line
between
he's
what you're
on.
saying, he's saying though. You're talking about what do you call it?
Swing through.
Yeah, that's everybody should swing through. So sustained.
Well, even if you sustain the lead, you should still swing through.
Well, they're
right?
talking about when they say sustained lead, they're talking about as soon as you pull your gun up, you're in front of it and
Uh-huh.
you do that. Because
Right.
everyone should swing through.
Right.
You're talking about coming from behind it, passing it up,
Yeah.
and still going. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you probably still swing through.
No, I
the
continue
shot.
to swing.
But do you start in front of
I
it
start
as
in
soon as
front
you
of
pull it
them.
up? What
Yeah.
do? You come from behind?
Mhm.
Really?
Well, I'll pull up, see if he's a little further out or whatever, I'll see the line he's on, and then get lined up and then pull through and shoot.
Okay. I start in front of the bird too. I just instantly I pull up and get in front of it and then go. I don't start from behind,
Yeah.
which everyone has their different. There's another method, isn't there? There's 3 I think, but I can't remember.
I don't know.
But I think it's just whatever you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm not for sure. Most of the
You don't
time,
even think about
I'm
it?
in front of them most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like
You just
because
start out.
I know Thomas watching your shotgun videos. You start from the back and you can tell you swing forward.
Mhm.
But most of the time, I only hit ducks. That's my problem. So I got to start trying something new. But
A lot of the times, like you said, though, it is instinctual. Like, not every time you have 3 minutes, but you see the bird and then he comes right into your decoys. A lot of times it is instinctual shooting. Like, you don't have time to think, like, oh, I think I'm going to swing through right here.
Well, yeah,
You know?
it's instinctive, I
Right.
guess. But I mean, if you want to get better and train yourself, I guess you'd probably try to figure something different. 'Cause I think they say coming from behind the head's the best, but I'm good.
Mhm.
I'll stick
Yeah.
with whatever's natural to me.
Right.
Manny Hernandez said, "Hi guys, from Watsonville. What's up, fellas?
What's up,
from
Manny?
Addison Estes. Oh, we answered that question. He asked about how long it's good in the freezer. Any plans to get Travis back for planting the fake band on the goose?
Absolutely.
There's definitely plans.
Absolutely. I
And
just
it's
have
going
to
to be
put
a
a little.
vicious plan.
I have to put a little time.
Yeah, but
let
see,
it
it's
go
not
for
going
a
to be
bit.
as good because it's just not going to be as good.
It will be as good
No, it
because
won't.
when it
How?
happens, Travis won't know that's going to happen because that was
How? You guys
a
would have
full
to do
year.
something mean or something, not something.
I never did
nice,
anything
you
to
know.
Travis this year. Matter of fact, I even
I'm
let
surprised you didn't, actually.
I even let Travis shoot my gun.
Not
when
saying I would
his-
do it.
when his gun was malfunctioning.
We just seen, like you said the other day on the podcast, we seen the real Thomas come out. That's what was scary. I thought he was really joking too at first, and I was like,
Why? What is so crazy about that? I don't
"You're
understand it.
banned. You're least your band.
Yeah.
How's that work?"
Because
So if I would've
because
shot
I
it-
found the band.
If I would have shot it though,
But look at-
and I picked it up because that was one I shot.
No.
Okay,
no.
well then
No,
that's
that's not even the
that's
same.
kind of what I was.
We had
getting.
already piled all the birds up 3 or 4 times by this point. So nobody had seen the band. So at this point, you couldn't even.
I seen it.
Would we have let him just have it, or would we? Have
I wish we would have
straws?
waited longer. You know what I'm saying? I felt kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what was going to happen, and he was so ecstatic. I felt kind of bad.
Dude,
so that's
you
why I
did.
said
You
right
could've
away.
dragged that out
I
so
could
much
have
longer.
drug it out much longer, but I was like,
Why?
I don't know.
If you're gonna
What's
do
so
it,
funny-
let's
I
do
felt
it right.
bad. You know what I'm
What's so
saying?
funny is this is what's funny.
I felt bad.
Travis thinks that is so funny, but if that were real life, he would be the one the most upset about it.
Well, what do you think? It still goes
Yeah.
back to when I shot that mallard at the band, and he
wouldn't-
still claims it.
He wouldn't let that go.
No.
And that is why I said I'm claiming it, because I'll put it to the end. Right? I'll put it
But
to
what
bed
about your
right there.
poor brother?
One thing we didn't. Oh yeah, remember we discussed this. The thing on the banded mallard. One thing that we didn't show you guys on that
Now
video.
he wants to look at the
Yeah,
screen.
now I'll look at the video now. Whatever, you guys can't see me anyways. But one thing that he did do. So at the time, I always had a flip phone. I mean, I'd lose phones all the time out in the duck pond. I'd lose them, drop them in the water, and so I never had a smartphone or never felt the need for a smartphone. Well, Tyus, he's had a smartphone. He's younger, techie, whatever. So we shoot that banded mallard,
Nerd.
and the first thing
Better looking.
the first thing he does is he gets the number off of it while we're in the duck pond, punches the number in, and puts it in his name. So don't tell
You
me that's
would
not a
bring that back right
scumbag.
now.
That's a scumbag right there. man.
Scumbag, give me a break. The only
Yeah.
reason that makes you so mad is because you would have did the same
No, I
thing,
wouldn't
but I
have.
beat you
No,
to
I
it.
wouldn't have.
Oh, he would have. 100%.
So he's got this fake
He
piece.
would have been at the truck saying, "Who's
It's like a
gonna do it?"
diploma he got from an online Cracker Jack box.
I am a phoenix.
I don't even have that thing anymore. I don't even know what happened to it. I just knew you would do it if I didn't.
Travis wanted the joy of going online and putting it in, and then seeing where it was.
He's out
from.
there. There's birds flying over us. He's just sitting on his phone like,
If it makes you feel any better, I actually put all of our names on there. Town's name was on it, and Matt's, and yours.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either. I never printed it.
Oh,
It's just disappeared. I don't even know how would you find that?
get the band, put it back on.
Oh, we just put the number back in there and you reprint it.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They're asking if we're planning on doing any out of state trips this year. I think so. If we can, I don't know. You
Yeah,
might
I'm
be.
planning on it.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
Depends
I'm
on the
doing my
job.
dead level best. I
Yep.
can tell you that right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me read this first before I say it. Okay. From Archie Man 595, he says, when you are hunting in free roam areas, where do you typically set up, i.e., in the middle of the water and sit on top of tules or at the edge of a pond, etc.? I guess what makes you decide that? I mean,
Well,
I just
How
see
it looks.
here
I see where the
locally?
birds are going, where they're coming from, and just try to set up accordingly.
yeah. Well, what if you're going in the morning beforehand? You just
Beforehand?
Yeah, before light, you know what I'm saying? You don't know where the birds are really at.
you're saying an area you've never been to before,
Well,
like a brand new area.
they're just asking where you typically set up when you're in free roam.
I mean, in Tules,
Yeah.
in the middle, on the
Well, some
edge.
people-
we
no,
don't
that's
sit
some
on the
people do
bank.
the edge.
Yeah,
We never-
We don't sit on the edge.
I've done
don't.
it maybe once.
On the edge of the bank, I don't do that.
Well, not that. They're
Well,
saying it by the bank.
Like on the edge of the
Maybe
tree.
Yeah.
we've
We're
done,
usually in the middle of the pond.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
yeah.
usually out in the middle.
or we've done 40, 50, 60 yards from the
Mhm.
dike.
Really, what we're doing, though, if we're starting in the morning, guys, we're adjusting as the birds are flying. Because if we've never been to that spot, or even if we have and those birds aren't working that spot, we pick up and move. I mean, so that's a question of really just being mobile and moving.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that. from
Talon grew
experience.
up with that experience. I
He
mean,
knows all about
moving
that.
3 or 4 times in a day on a
Yeah.
refuge.
Yep. Early morning, you see birds, you be like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. We're gonna stay right here
Yeah.
all day."
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
20 minutes
Later.
later.
And he'd get
Nope, let's-
frustrated.
let's wrap.
Why
Let's
are we
go.
packing up again? I'm like, the birds are going over there.
Yeah, but after the 5th time, you're getting kind of tired of moving around. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does
it
help
does
though.
get old.
It does
Uh-huh.
help though.
But yeah, if you don't
Especially
do
now.
it, then you can sit there and watch someone else shoot them all
Yep.
day long, or land in the spot and you didn't get nothing.
So I didn't understand at the time, but I do now.
Yeah.
So.
You do it probably now too, I'm sure.
All the
right?
time.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I've moved refuges. I never thought I would do that. Now that seems a little bit more bizarre, but it's actually paid off multiple times. Depends on where you're at too, though. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't do that anywhere.
Yeah.
I actually think it's affected me way more than it has you now. Because, like, setting up that one time when I went solo, birds were flying. I'd set up and they land in one spot. I'd go over there. I'm not lying. I moved about 10 times that day by myself.
You might be more crazy than your
More
dad.
crazy than my dad right now. So, yep.
That's funny. Let's see.
Yeah, and then
here.
it seems like when you make that move,
They go to the other
back
spot.
to
Yep.
where you were.
Yep.
Guy did say, and I just said this. He said BLM is yellow on his onyx, and I thought that's what I looked at the other day.
Okay.
Yellow?
Lime green. Okay, we'll give it lime green.
Just look it up real quick
It's
though,
like a-
because
Is the
putrid
dress
yellow,
blue or
green.
red?
but we are saying this publicly, and people you
That
get
is
crucified if you say something wrong. So I think it is yellow. I just was on it 2 days ago, but I could be wrong
I
too.
haven't used it since last year, so
I guess you would call it yellowish.
see. Yellowish.
Yeah.
That's pretty yellow, isn't it? What else would you call
I'd
that?
say so.
That's pretty yellow.
That's
Does
like,
anybody?
that's like a urine color after you drink.
That's like Mountain Dew.
You might be
Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew
Mountain
right
Dew
there,
color.
man. That's Mountain Dew all the
Same for
way.
yours, right?
Yep. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Mountain Dew.
I was right. Which it doesn't really matter as long as you guys get the right information. I'm just kind of joking about who's right, but anyways, guys, we already answered that question.
I wonder about some of these
Oh, okay. He did
local
say
lakes
there's
that have
swing,
BLM like right up to the edge.
there's
of
swing through, there's sustained, and there's pull away.
It. Let's pull away.
It's kind of the same concept though, because you get on the bird and you're pulling away. It's all a type of swing through, in my opinion, but
That's a false method.
Well, like there's people that
they do say that though. Like if
Point
you look
and
up on
shoot.
shooting,
yeah.
yeah.
that's what they say. But we're getting chewed out for not being 6 foot. The camera makes it
I've
look
already-
like we're really close.
I've already had Corona and I've made it, so I had Corona up in the mountains like 2 weeks ago.
Think so?
Maybe.
Were you sick?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, thanks,
Some brother
Thomas.
you are.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why you didn't call me for 5 days.
I know we didn't see Thomas for like a month.
All right, am I caught up already? That was quick. All right, so let's see here.
I seen one
Well, that's
question.
the-
He asked, "What was your 5 main things in your blind bag?" I don't remember the.
Oh,
name
the
of
5
it.
main. I think I'm
The
messed
main
up on the
thing
chat.
is Mountain Dew or Red Bull.
Shells.
That is an essential. That is an
Shell-
essential.
Shells, duck call,
Nos.
Red Bull, and the white Reese cups.
So you only have
Oh,
five.
white Reese cup.
If
That's
you,
your snack.
if you had
That's
5 things to bring,
Wait,
5
hold
things
on,
to
hold
bring.
on. Hold this conversation. Let's reset that, Thomas. I'll reset this. Okay, who has the most bands? We don't have them much.
I only have 2.
You have 2. You had the Henwood duck
Yeah.
and a what?
We shot that pintail.
Oh, or did we count that?
Sure.
We're splitting that.
Why not? 1.5, guys. Whatever.
I got the same, right?
You got the mallard.
You shot
You've-
the mallard.
You've
with
been
me.
associated with the pintail and
Where's
that
that
one.
mallard did that on the wall?
Yeah, that was the.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
you've been associated with 2 other
2
ones.
halves. I got 2 halves.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I
What
have a
about you?
quarter on the one.
What do you got?
I have. Well, the first day we hunted one refuge, my dad and I we both pulled up again. I pulled the trigger, bird drops. Right, my dad goes, "I shot 2," so that was the first ever banded bird that I had been associated with. So if you say half, and then I got a quarter, a third
Oh, with that one?
with
Yeah.
that one, and then I shot one by myself.
Oh, so there you go.
I was hunting with my nephew Colton. We had 5 mallards coming in, and we both pulled up. I don't remember. I think we dropped just 2 birds out of the group.
But you were gonna shoot the one.
But I was
Yeah.
I was locked in on one bird, and Colton dropped that bird, so I swung to the one I thought he was going to be on, and I shot it, and it was banded.
Sweet.
And then we had the one where, remember that
Which
the day that did Colton's gun explode?
Oh, were you
Yeah, I
out there
remember
for
that
that
day.
hunt?
Yeah, it was no,
He had a Benelli.
it was Talon.
In front of his Benelli,
It was-
kind of blew out.
it
Talon,
was
Pop,
Talon.
Poppy was there.
Probably wasn't there
You're all done.
because remember we ran out of, you ran out of shells.
Mm-hmm. No, that was a different day.
I think did Colton run out of shells? One of us, so we were taking turns. We were only shooting, like we each got 1 shot at birds, right? And so we're shooting mallards, and then I had a cinnamon come in and I shot it,
And that counted.
and they're like, that counted. And I'm
It
like,
did
no, it's
count.
only for mallards.
Nope,
They're like,
it
no,
counted.
it doesn't count. And I'm like, whatever. So I give the gun to Colton, and we had this the mallard, he comes in, he's all by himself. He drops in, and this bird is just like the slowest you've ever seen a bird land. Like he tried to land this one spot. I hit the call. He picks up. He comes up, and
He just-
lifts up again, and he drops down. And then I hit the call again. He comes up, and this bird's just like hovering over the decoys, and he's probably like
Not very far. at all.
25 yards away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shoot him! And Colton shot it and dropped it. It was a banded mallard. So, for California, that was a good day. I think we killed 13 mallards.
Yeah, that was good. That was a fun day.
I got that cinnamon. But yeah, that should have been my bird.
But you were being a great uncle.
Yeah, well, the cinnamon shouldn't have counted. It should only been mallards.
So what? You've
got
one.
basically,
and
I got-
associated with 3.
I got 1
others?
3/4 probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So you, technically.
I'm
I mean, we all
surprised.
have one to
I really am
ourselves.
surprised we didn't shoot a
No,
band
I-
out of those
no,
I
honkers,
haven't
though.
shot a
No,
band yet.
shoot, man.
Nope.
Yeah, but you know those are like local birds. I mean, there's a lot of there's a
There's no
park
reason
by
for
where I
them to
hunted.
go band there.
Yeah, but I have seen a lot of birds like in this little pond that's in a town. There's like hundreds of honkers out there. I've seen double bands. I've seen
Oh, yeah.
single bands.
That's true. And I wonder where around there they would be banding at.
There was one that was banded in Murphy's, California, which is up in the foothills, right? That's above Sonora. It was banded there. I was like,
What are they doing up there banding birds?
I don't know. It was
And
weird.
where? Like
Yeah.
a private pond?
Or a golf course, maybe. I don't know.
I guess they can do wherever as long as they get permission.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the reason I knew it was from there is I took my camera and I kept just following this goose around the park. People thought it was kind of weird, taking pictures of it, and then I zoom in on its leg with my thing, and I got all the band numbers, and I
Really?
because you can do that.
Yeah,
It's a
you
live
can-
bird. Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know that, if you do see a band, you get the numbers. You can. What is it called? Or you put still alive or
Yeah, there's an option.
the
still.
options there.
Yeah.
You can click, and that's kind of cool. That'd be
So
fun.
it was a 13-year-old goose. They said it was a female. Banded.
Wow.
So that was cool.
That
They
is
had
cool.
me a double banded pigeon the other day.
Okay, there was 2 bands in that, huh?
There was
I couldn't
2
tell
bands.
in
That's
that
probably somebody's
Marco.
pet.
I don't know.
There is a lot of those that do that though.
Well, they have them. I think don't they? Did they do the races or whatever?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the homing pigeons or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's start back over with what you were saying, Tom. What's your 5 favorite? What they say, 5 essentials in your blind bag. What's yours,
5
Tom?
essentials. You only
So-
had
so-
5 things
Yeah,
to bring.
only
You can have 5. Only 5.
And let's eliminate shells.
What? No.
Well,
You're gonna bring shells anyways.
You're gonna bring those anyways. That's
Things-
kind of dumb.
You're gonna
to
bring
say,
your
oh.
you're gonna bring your duck calls. You're gonna
So
bring
it's not-
shells.
Not everybody.
No. Let's just shells.
Just shells.
We'll
So
just take
it's-
shells out of there because that's.
So it's not
I mean,
the
you're not
5
gonna
things.
hunt.
It's the top 6 things then.
It's-
Dude, it is something in their bag.
I don't
you can't
put
say.
my duck
No,
calls in my
I fill my
blind
pockets
bag.
up with them. It's not even in my.
What's
blind
the
bag.
point of eliminating anything? Oh, let's eliminate calls, shells.
But
All right.
shells.
I wear
Okay.
my calls around my neck.
Okay.
Who's gonna say? Well, I'm
All
not
right.
taking my
Whatever.
shells.
Do whatever you
so
guys
we'll do.
want.
All right, we'll do
Okay.
shells. We'll do shells. So shells, number 1. Duck call,
We're all gonna say that.
duck call, face paint, and you got to have your Red Bull or Mountain Dew.
How many is that? Is that 4?
That's 4.
That's 4.
And then you got to have the white Reese cups. You got it.
Okay.
White
Okay.
Reese's cup, huh?
White Reese cup.
Thomas.
The big ones though. Not the
Obviously,
I didn't even talk about this.
shells, calls.
mosquito
I'm
spray.
not gonna do the mask because that shirt has a face mask, so I won't do that. Then a double shot of NOS, the big tall
Ooh.
can. That's 3.
Because there's a lid. That's what's nice. Is it has
because
a
the
lid.
lid. Yeah.
You can slurp
3.
it all day. So what was your second one? I didn't hear it.
Calls.
Calls. Okay. Shells. Calls. Nos.
Yeah. Man, what else? Probably.
Depends on what time of day you're hunting.
I know.
You need a headlamp.
Yeah, headlamp
You need a headlamp big time.
for sure. Where we hunted this year, if you didn't have a headlamp, it was kind of. There was mountain lions out there too.
That's what they said.
But anyways, man, I don't know. My snack, that's tough. It changes. That's
I
my
can live without a snack.
That's my variable. No, I gotta have something. It's gotta
How
be
long are you gonna be
something.
out there too? That's another thing.
Right.
or at least the gummy bears.
Yeah, but you never know. You gotta have something.
Bird.
It would either be like Haribo bears or a king size Reese's or Snickers. I don't know. I guess I can't say. That one changes. That's my alternate. My
Okay.
snack. Snack.
Go ahead. What's yours?
Shells, calls, headlamp. Could have used baby wipes a few times. I mean, to wipe off the camo paint, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
But
Let's go back. Actually, let's redo the shells. Not the whole thing. What shells?
What
And
shells?
size and shot.
What shells?
what's your
What
favorite
brand?
shell? And,
If you're going to pick a shell, then you need to pick which one.
What's those ones we were shooting the heavy metal, right?
yeah,
3-inch
Or
what?
was that heavy steel?
it was heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
3-inch what, though?
3-inch. I like 4s personally.
Did you like those this year? I never got hunted with you a lot except for
The
Washington.
heavy steel.
The heavy steel. You didn't shoot those, huh?
I've shot them before.
Yeah, I
but
liked
not
them.
this year.
I liked them a lot. They did a great job. And I started the season off with Kent's. And those were.
You're shooting fast stills, right?
I was shooting the new Kent Fast Steel 2.0s, but I shot those, and those were a good shell. But there was just that heavy metal was a little extra. You could tell had a little more knockdown, a little more reach. So that was my shell. I like 4s. 4s a lot. 3-inch 4s.
Yeah. Thomas?
3-inch 4 heavy metal.
Yeah.
All the way till the sun goes down.
Well, I've never been like.
Maybe.
I always shot Super X's for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had good luck with those. I never had
Might be
any
these
problems
this year.
with those.
Maybe.
But
Show them too.
I got that box of that case actually of heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
I got
For a steel.
I got a great deal on
You got-
those. That was awesome.
So lucky. I can't believe that.
Don't even look at me, Travis.
It was awesome. Well, the thing is, I bought
let's
one
tell a
box.
story.
So here's what
he was
happened.
10 minutes down the road,
I let
and he goes, "Hey, I seen a case of heavy metals for how much was it? Stupid.
no. I went in there. I went in there
no,
to buy.
wait. How much?
No, turn his mic
They can
off.
tell my own.
going to
Okay,
turn his mic
tell my story for me. Go ahead.
Okay, no. How much were they? I just want to know how much the case was. I'm gonna give my perception of that story.
I got a case for $120 something dollars.
$120. He leaves the shelf, gets in his car, leaves, and calls me. Hey, is $120 for a case of heavy metal 3-inch 4s good? I go, what? You didn't buy that? Where are you at? He's like, I'm already going home. I go, dude, turn around right now. I will give you $150 for that right now. Go get it for me.
Was
Do
that
you
the price, though? I thought it was cheaper than that.
It was,
No,
it was like
I
$120.
had bought the one box and the guy rang it up and I was like, "Whoa, that was a good deal." I thought they were more expensive, so I left and
I think they charge you $12.
Yeah, and I left and I called Tyson. I was like, "Hey, they gave me this
It's like
box for
half
$12." So I went back in there because I asked the guy. I go, "Hey, they sold me this box." I go, "Make sure you guys charge me the right price." I go, "This is what they charge me." I go, "Is that the right price?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." I go, "Well, I'll take the whole case then." And I asked them if they had any more, and they said no, they only had one case. And he rang it up, and that's what he told me. He's like, "Okay, it's this much money." I'm like,
Yeah. After he called you, he called me and told me the exact same story and said, "Is that good?" I go, "Dude, yeah, I'll take some of those if you don't want them."
That's all we had to say. That's where we
Yeah.
blew it.
Yeah.
We should have said, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just go ahead and buy him.
Just said, "Man, you got ripped off," and then drove down there and got them.
That's what we should
So
have did.
I bought those, and I really liked them this year. But I also bought I bought 3 cases of the Browning Wicked Wing. And the first 2 cases, I had no problems with them. I actually kind of liked them. The last case was nothing but problems.
Of
And-
what? Super X?
No,
Wings.
the Wicked Wing shells of Browning.
Oh,
Wicked
dude.
Wing.
Yeah.
Because
Those
we
are
were out there on
horrible.
the junior hunt, and twice, well, Taylor shot one. I heard the bees go, bloop, 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 and then in the water, I go, "Don't shoot again, don't shoot again, don't shoot again." And I look down the barrel, and they have this huge plastic wad that's like this long. I've never seen the
That
wad.
could have
The
been
wad is
bad,
literally
dude.
that long, and it was wedged in there. I walked all the way back to the truck, took my antenna off, and beat that out of the end of there, and then went back and she shot a few more times and shot another shell, and it literally wedged into the choke tube. I unscrewed the choke tube. It was stuck at the end, like this much was sticking out the end of the wad. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she's only 16.
Could've been bad, yeah.
She
I
shot
mean,
a
she could,
modified
like boom, 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 you know, and that been stuck in the end. That could have been very dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'll never shoot those shells again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wicked Wings, Browning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is actually made by Winchester.
Didn't someone else have a problem with it too? Or was it just
I don't
her
know.
gun?
Colton?
It was horrible.
Was it Colton?
I seemed like there was one other person that bought those shells. and had
Colton
some
bought
issues.
some.
I had them, and I
You
shot.
had some.
And you know how
You have no problems?
well, that Remington 870, you know how 870s
Yeah.
are. They're just a tank. And I've shot multiple brands of shells at them. And I actually had, I think, half a dozen jams with those
Oh,
brand
wow.
wings.
Yeah, that's not good. All right.
Who's stolen the most bands? Titus.
Hey, whatever.
I'm joking.
Whatever.
I'm joking.
Have you guys ever hunted the Great Salt Lake?
Nope.
I've not done that yet.
I'd
but
love to.
It's on the bucket list.
It is on the list. And we are going to be doing Swan. Hopefully within the next couple of years. We
Where
have
do you
some
want to go?
contacts. I don't know. Either with
North
Jeff,
Carolina.
either with Jeff or go to Utah with Jeff. two
different
completely
Jeffs.
different Jeffs, but
Yeah.
it'd both be a Jeff. We almost went last year, but
I don't know. I should talk to my buddy Eugene Streakstra and see about even Montana. I know there's a
is that where he's going? I thought he was going out of state for that.
no Freeze Out Lake in Montana.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how hard?
I don't know how hard it is for
How
out
hard
of
is it to
state
draw?
stater.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
I was gonna say.
because we could go to Nevada and hunt swans too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonder how hard it is to draw there. I bet you it's not that easy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does anybody have a goose band? No. Well, Tom's kind of just has one.
Thomas
fake
has
one.
one.
Fake one.
What's your favorite place to eat? That's just a good. Thank you. It's nice to answer some questions outside of hunting.
Favorite place to eat?
Favorite place to eat.
That's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We gotta get
I
serious
know.
around this.
That's gonna
I'd
be
say
really hard.
My favorite breakfast locals Bricks probably.
Oh, overall, anywhere.
Favorite breakfast place? I don't know, dude. They're up there for me.
The place in Washington.
That place was good. What was
Mr.
Ooh.
Smoking Hot Coffee, 3 cups.
Oh.
Scalding
Big-
hot
what was
black
it?
coffee.
That was.
was that?
I've never seen no one drink
What
coffee
was
like
the name of
Talon
that
does.
place?
It was like Uncle Joe's or something. Something
Something like
Joe's.
that. Uncle something or something.
Big Joe's
That
or
was
something.
good.
Was that
Maybe it
place,
was 'cause-
that place so good because we were hungry?
That's what, well, that and because we're so happy.
cold and happy.
Black
yeah.
Bear Diner. We had the $6.99 sirloin steak
Oh my god.
with some hash browns, eggs, and toast.
You're making me hungry. I haven't
Dude,
ate
that
yet.
was good.
I'm so hungry.
You haven't
right
ate
now.
all day?
I haven't ate yet.
Oh my goodness.
And then we went turkey hunting. We didn't eat till what time was it? 2 yesterday or
Fuck, I
3?
had a hole
No,
in
it was
my
like 3:30. Me and you and
It was late.
dying. We had those
I was
burritos.
so
It was
happy
good.
to see that.
He's all, please, Angel Truck. Please, Angel Truck, as we're coming in through town. And he's all, please let it be. And we come around the corner and it was there. He's all, hallelujah. It was so good, too.
Oh, the taco
That taco
truck?
truck. Oh.
Taco trucks.
yeah.
Because you
It
like
was
on
good.
Veggie Tales, like Trent would always watch those when he was a little kid, like the Pizza Angel.
Yeah.
I was wondering
like,
what you were meaning by that.
Yeah. I was like, please, Taco Angel.
What do you think your favorite breakfast place is?
Breakfast place locally is Brooks Ranch. I like that
Yeah.
a lot. And
Yeah, you should do
Yeah.
your
Yes.
local and then
The
best
Granny's
ever.
Pantry's good too.
Best ever breakfast, you mean?
Yeah.
Granny's Pantry.
Yeah.
In
Hey,
downtown.
Yours
like-
was the almond tree.
Dude,
You
it
saw
was
some
almond tree, but they changed ownership or something, and it
They went way downhill.
It went downhill. All their meat, everything went down in size. Like their ham, it was just like a little teeny piece of meat. It was just, I was like, man, forget it, because they had some good deals. But you know what? No one really has. Black Bear has good coffee, but all
Black
these
Bear
other
does have
places,
good
their
coffee.
coffee's not good. It tastes
Brooks
burnt.
has good
I don't
coffee.
even like
though.
coffee.
Brooks
Yeah,
has
you
good
don't care.
coffee.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. I like it.
Mhm. I'd rather have Black Bears, but I don't know why people are so scrimpy on coffee.
About lunch. You a big lunch person?
I can down
I like
lunch.
lunch.
Yeah. Some people are only lunch.
I
Like,
know.
They don't even eat. They
Or
don't even
dinner.
mess with breakfast.
I have to
Yeah.
have breakfast.
A lot of people don't. Are you a breakfast guy?
I
You don't-
enjoy breakfast, but I
you
don't have to
have it.
I don't have to.
You don't.
have it.
Do you?
Oh yeah. I have
Yeah, I do. You.
I do.
I have to have breakfast.
I like really. miss
Dude,
breakfast.
hey, I will. An honorable mention will go to Wendy's honey chicken biscuit.
I knew you were gonna mention that.
Absolutely. If you have a Wendy's and they do breakfast, which
For drive-thru, that is.
Merced actually just started doing breakfast. Just started like last week.
They're smart because of with all this coronavirus
They
going
open
on.
at
They need to
6:30 for breakfast.
right off the
Honey
freeway.
chicken biscuit.
That is good.
It's amazing. Try it.
Yeah, for fast food, that's legit for sure. Man, yeah, I'd say Black Bear after a hunt is nice though. I don't know why it does taste so good, and I think that's why the other place tastes so good too. Because, I'll tell you what my favorite place is right now, but it's a little drive. It's in Mariposa. It's that cafe. Have you ate there? That Sportsman's Cafe?
Oh, the one right there where we stopped when we went cow.
Yeah,
yeah,
or Connor suggested it. You both did.
yeah. That's a good. That
Dude,
was
that place is good.
It's a good little joint.
By
I think it's
Woodland
because it's
store?
in, huh?
right there.
It's kind of next to the gas station. It's
Right
like
In
connected.
Woodland?
no
Mariposa.
You're going up through Mariposa, right there before Brother Jack's.
Go out of Mariposa up like you're going to Oakhurst, and it's on the left hand side up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. By Woodland store.
There's a
Might be.
there's a Shell gas station right there.
On the left side off the hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Have you ate there?
Oh, you know what's
good.
dude, the best lunch after turkey hunting
It's
was
Chester chicken.
the Chester chicken. That was the bomb, dude. With some ranch dressing and a Mountain
is
Dew.
good. It
that
is
was
pretty good.
But the best I don't know. That place we ate in Washington that with the sandwiches was killer.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
What was the name
That's
of that?
good.
Oh no, that's like one of the better.
That made me
sandwiches I've
sick
ever had.
though. It's so heavy.
Yeah, and rich.
Yeah, it's like after you get
No,
done
no,
eating.
not the place.
Oh, not the barbecue.
No, the other place. The firehouse.
Oh yeah,
the Firehouse
subs.
yeah,
that was good.
That was
That was
good.
pretty
Those were good. Okay, those were
Those
really
were-
good.
Excellent.
They have them in Fresno, don't they?
I think
I've seen them in
that's-
Fresno.
Yeah, that's what they said. I think.
Where I just seen one somewhere else too. I wasn't expecting. We're getting close to wrap this up, guys. Let's. Well, man,
Forgot
we should talk
dinner.
about dinner.
Forgot about dinner.
I never said my lunch
You
place.
better like jam through these.
What's your favorite?
No, we've got
Hey,
a lot of those.
favorite dinner
What
meal,
brands
last
of
meal?
waiters do you guys use?
Dude, I must not be seeing these on
You're
here.
not seeing everything. I want the Sitka waiters.
Oh, these are some good questions to you. Well, let's do the dinner. Forget that. Should we leave the dinner?
Yosemite
Mexican
Ranch.
food.
Big old steak, Chicago style.
Ooh,
It's amazing.
Chicago style.
Yeah.
You ate at Yosemite?
Yeah. Several times.
How's come I have not been invited to this? Jake doesn't even know about that. He was talking to me about the other. He's someone said go to Yosemite. I
Oh,
said, yeah,
dude.
Thomas goes there and don't ever invite me to go.
We've been there, shoot, man, a lot.
Here's a good question. Let's ask this one. What do you guys think about the Boss? Have any of you guys shot Boss shot shells?
I have not, so I don't know.
I have not.
Okay, I've shot them. Are they? I can't remember if they're bismuth. I think they're bismuth. I've only shot a case of them. I'll just tell you guys this. This is just my honest opinion, and I'm not just saying this. I know several people that shoot them. Some even sponsored by them, and they have a lot of misfires.
The boss.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That is a no. Now that's something I'm sure they can fix. I'm not like shooting. I mean that's some good load right there. You know, you put any type of bismuth or tungsten or whatever, that's gonna be a good shell for the most part, especially for the weight, the grams per cubic centimeter as far as the weight of it and density. But I know they have, like, say out of a case, I've heard them having 8 to 10 misfires. That's a lot, and they're even Super X. I've never had those kind of issues, but I guess we'll move on from there since. You guys, none of us are really shot. I've only shot one box. I couldn't give a good suggestion. Have you guys ever considered leasing a blind?
Yes. Never found enough rich buddies to go in with me.
He goes, seems like you have a good group of guys to go in on one, but I don't know how that exactly works. How they're kind of weird about that. It seems like out here, huh?
You all have to do it. If one guy has a blind, you can only bring guests to most of them one time. That's it. Like, you can't, even if no one else is hunting it.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get you have to have rules, but it seems like it'd only be worth it if everybody was going in on it with you.
What brand of Sitka?
What brand of
It's
Sitka?
already in my head. What brand of waders do you guys use, or will you use something else? Be honest. Everybody.
I got Drake 2.0s right now. They're okay. Or
They're banded.
banded.
You have
Right.
banded.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do have
2.0s.
banded. Don't listen to me.
I have
They're
the
banded
Rogers.
2.0s.
The Rogers.
Hey, they did not get a hole, and I hunted a lot this year.
Yeah.
So that's one plus.
I got the Rogers. I love the feel, the fit. I do not enjoy the hole in the boot.
How many?
This is my first pair.
Oh, I thought you had another one.
No, huh? But we know someone that's had two pairs.
Oh, that's
sent them
right.
back.
And another
And
one.
then another one
Yeah.
that only wore 'em, like twice and got a hole in them.
So I have 3 buddies this year that bought banded 2.0.
No, not banded.
Yeah.
Rogers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rogers waders.
Yeah, the
3-in-1.
Yeah,
Did you get- or was it the 2-in-1? I thought you bought the 2-in-1.
I bought the 2-in-1.
Okay, so
I love everything about them except for the hole.
I have 3 buddies that bought the 2-in-1 this year, brand new. This was their first year. The one, Josh, I was first, second hunt, hole in it,
Second
hole
or third hunt,
hole in
yeah.
his boot. And trust me, that we're not hunting nowhere that should be causing that. The other buddy went through his 2 pairs, or
Yeah.
he's on his second. No, did Jake go through his second one? I think.
I think this is his third pair.
Yeah, I think it's his third. And then you already went through one. So what are you gonna do? Are you
I'm buying
gonna,
Sitka.
You are gonna buy Sitka.
Oh, no.
Yep.
You haven't heard that yet, Thomas?
No.
Talon, what do you got?
That's news to me.
Well, I went through a lot of waders, but the best pairs I have were those $80 ones at Costco.
Mm.
I had those for 6 or 7 years and never got holes in them. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna upgrade to the frog togs. And I went through 3 or 4 pairs of frog
Mhm.
togs. They just
Thomas had the frog dogs.
I had
They have
frog
too many
togs.
seams on them. Just enough. Too many places they can leak. Get too many holes. But I think I'm gonna upgrade. If everything goes as planned and get it hired on, I'm upgrading to the Sitka. You
Yeah.
can't beat them.
I
Asked a lot of questions about them, a lot of people, and you know
Yeah.
from experience.
yeah. And I did over 40 hunts with them this year, no issues yet.
I think like what you said too. I mean, besides your gun, to me, your most important piece of equipment is your waders.
Mhm.
And there's nothing worse than a hole in your waders.
No, it's frustrating because if you're in the middle, you're only going to get it when you're in the middle of your season, and that's the worst time for you to send them off or get new ones. So it's like, yeah, and I'll tell you, before that, lacrosse, I was really impressed with lacrosse. I had my first pair of lacrosse like 4 or 5 years. That's good for nowadays. Maybe longer ago, I've heard people having their waders for 10 years, but that's also people that don't hunt that much, so I don't label that as to count really. But 4 years for a 200 pair of waders, that's not bad. But anyways, again, I got my second pair, the same one. I'm like, well, these lasted 4, so the next pair should. And no, first season they were done, leaking all over the place. So anyways, don't want to beat that with the dead horse. Let's see, what's your guys' favorite sports teams, or baseball or football? Or baseball and football, he said.
Baseball or football?
Baseball and football, I guess, if you're even...
What's your favorite sport? I like baseball.
To play or that you just
I
would
know.
watch?
Like-
There's a
to
big
follow.
difference.
To follow?
I like baseball.
I'd probably follow
Yeah.
basketball more than anything.
I'd say baseball myself.
Baseball as well.
I don't have a favorite team. I just like following certain
You don't?
players.
I'd
You don't like
say
to
Not
maybe-
baseball.
No?
I
What
just,
do
I just
you-
like
who
to
do you
follow
like?
certain players.
Well, Giants. I like the
Giants. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. San
Yeah.
Francisco Giants.
Been a
But-
Washington Redskins fan since I was a little kid.
Yeah, for football. Travis is a big time Washington faithful for the years.
Yeah.
Boy,
and they stink too.
Mhm.
Sad.
Might be
Not
switching to
Redskins
Chiefs.
Mhm.
Those guys are going to do good for a while if they keep Mahomes. He's pretty...
Tell you what, I did
quarterback.
start watching a lot more football this year
With
since
him?
everybody stopped being
Oh,
idiots.
yeah. Non-American.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
did start to watch a lot more football and support the Niners again. I was kind of over it for probably 3 to 4 years.
Well, especially with their quarterback. I just...
So, but yeah, I started watching a lot more football this year. I like the Warriors for basketball, Niners. I'm an A's fan. If you could call me a fan, that's if I was to support baseball.
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
you've always liked them since you were a
Uh-huh,
kid.
Yeah,
You went to a lot of games when you were younger, too.
one of my best friends had season tickets to A's, so I probably went to
So who was that dude in the
several
picture with you?
dozen A's
Is that
games.
guy a baseball player that you were in a picture with the other day?
What?
There was some picture you were standing next to some guy.
Oh, no, that's
okay,
different.
okay.
That's different.
I didn't know who that guy was. I was like, I was like, does he play baseball? I'm like, I don't know. I've never seen that Joker before.
No.
Nah, okay.
He's
I
on
gotcha.
he's on TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it?
So what? You're on YouTube. No,
Blake Anderson.
Blake Anderson. Never heard of him.
I guess I don't know either. It sounds familiar. Yeah, Chris Costa said wool growers. It must be because you're Portuguese, Chris, because I was not impressed with
I
wool
like
growers.
wool growers.
I like
Did you?
wool growers,
Yeah,
but
like
I
it.
did have a bad experience there.
What happened?
So we went there, and I had talent.
Well, I don't even know why I said because he's Portuguese, because they're not. That's not even Portuguese.
I
That's
had talent and
it's somebody. Chris, type it down below. What they're
Basque.
Basque.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. I retract my statement.
We went there with the kids and Jeff and all them, and so I had water. The kids had sodas.
I had water.
You had water?
I had
Well,
water.
Trent has sodas, and you know my son Trent.
Yeah,
He
guzzles.
can guzzle soda
Mhm.
like it's no tomorrow.
And all he does
He
is
like-
he has his arm out like this right here. When waiters walk by, they just grab
They
it.
would just grab it and
Yeah.
fill it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he had like 3 or 4 like sodas, and then I get the bill was like $20-something because
Oh.
they didn't have refills, so they charged me every time for the
What
sodas.
was
And
like
he
a
drank
$1.50 or $2
like
for a refill?
$25 in sodas, man. I was
Yeah.
like, what? They didn't tell me that they charged for refills. They just kept filling it up for him.
They're like, we gotta get in the bar.
How many
Yeah.
refills did he go through?
Like 4.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like
what,
20
$3 a pop for each?
Yeah, like, there was like $20-something for sodas. I was like, whoa.
Ouch. I say we need. There's some good questions. You guys mind going a little longer?
Yeah, let's go.
So another 15 minutes.
We need to speed it
Let's
up, I think.
reset this again. We will. No, but it's good though. I mean, we don't want to rush too much. Yeah, let's go ahead and reset it now. Let's go on. Let's get another question. We're about to wrap this up, guys. We're running out of battery. Hopefully that thing don't die before we're done. But What gun do each of you guys shoot, Travis?
Benelli Vinci.
Browning A5 Wicked Wing.
The Remington 870 and at times the Nova 20 gauge.
You're deadly with that Nova.
I am. I'm
Yeah,
bad.
he's dialed in.
I've never killed a duck with that Nova.
Have you even tried?
Yes.
Really, just bad
I
luck.
can't hit with that
Can't
gun.
line up.
The sight is too big.
I got the Browning A5 12 gauge, and then I got that 12 gauge
Frankie.
Frankie Affinity 3.
20 gauge.
I like that gun. I kind of wish I would have shot it more. Yeah, it's a 20 gauge, but it's cool. I still really want. Shane has a beautiful gun. Thomas's
does.
brother-in-law. I wanted that pattern, but it was sold out, and they were talking about not getting it for 6 months, so I just went ahead and got what I got. But anyways, okay, what is your most memorable hunt of your life? That one might take a second, but let's see if you can short-term it. That's really hard.
I remember
I don't
that
know if we should
Washington.
dip
I
into
don't
that.
even know if she should do that one.
That's going to take so long.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
I have a lot of
special.
them.
Yeah, literally everything has such a
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Chase.
That's
from somewhere in Wisconsin.
That's a good
That's a video.
question. But
Yeah, it is a
it's
good
like-
question. Ooh, if you could only hunt in one state for the rest of your life, where would it be? And we'll just say waterfowl.
Waterfowl.
Well, it's not
It would
having
be
hunted
it
otherwise?
would be here because I live here.
Yeah.
No, but let's just open it up.
It,
It
like,
would be here.
what do you think
Alright,
would be the
whatever.
best,
California.
the best one?
California.
Mexico.
That's
Don't go back to my roots.
Yeah, let's go hunt Oregon. Huh?
Oh, that's probably the best choice right there, Tom.
If I had to.
But that's not a
only-
state.
Argentina or down
That's
there
not
in
a
South
state.
America.
Okay, a
country.
state. All right. Well,
In the United States,
United
which state?
States.
We just have to dig so deep.
I like it here.
Utah.
Really? I think
I've
I'm
heard
kinda
Utah.
with you. So I haven't experienced it,
Yeah.
but I've heard.
But you
can
got sea ducks.
I know.
You have the whole gauntlet of.
Yeah, and more. I think it's better than. We'll find out soon enough. I'm kind of with you on that. The only thing is I haven't been there. That's the only problem
Yeah.
I would say. Like, because man,
From what I've
those
researched.
boys in Can't. Now, if you want variety, yes, I'll definitely pick. I'm not even gonna say Mexico, but California and Utah, stuff like that for variety.
Yeah.
But if I was to say for like mallards, I'd be saying Washington, Kansas, or Nebraska because
Yeah.
those guys have awesome hunts. So
I like the diversity though.
yeah, it is nice. If
Yeah.
you didn't have it, I think you'd miss it. Probably pretty bad. Okay, if you could have a band of any kind, what duck would it be? If you had a band, I'm gonna say shoveler. I want a band of shoveler. That will never happen probably, but it would be pretty cool.
Band of any kind.
Banded Drake Widgeon.
I was just thinking about
That'd be cool.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Or
I
banded,
knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
Cinnamon's like one of my favorite
I'd
birds.
stick with the Drake Widgeon.
Drake Widgeon for you.
Or blowing would be pretty cool.
That'd be crazy. I don't know why I want a banded shoveler just because everybody kind of hates on him anyways. Plus, you never seen banded hardly.
I think I'd go with Widgeon too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever even seen a banded widgeon.
I know. I haven't hardly.
Has anybody out there shot a banded widgeon?
I'm sure they have somewhere.
Yeah, sure. Braden McElvany said, did you guys train your dogs yourself or someone else? I trained Rocky myself off of Chris Aiken's DVDs, so I didn't come up with my own system. I used somebody's DVDs, Chris Aiken, and that's that. Let's see here. We're about to wrap this up, boys. One guy says when we said if we should keep going, he said, "You're not doing anything else. Keep going." I'm hungry. I will say that, but yeah, if you guys don't mind, I guess what does it matter? It's not. We're not losing the amount of people in here.
Leave brush on your folding.
Blake Wells, he's a consistent subscriber. He said, "Ever plan on shooting brants in the ocean?" I
That'd be fun.
I wanted to do it
Yes.
last year and didn't happen. I would love to.
We'll do it. It's only
That's
matter of
definitely gonna
time.
happen.
I want to go to Maine.
And do that,
Hunt eiders.
or just eiders.
We
Yeah,
gotta go on a
Hiders.
sea duck hunt soon.
I know.
yeah.
I know right where we can go, but the only thing, actually, this year, if
We need to get that dialed
what's his
in.
name?
Yeah.
Remind us what
Austin.
Mike. Austin is up north. We'll go with him. We
need
will
to
make
get
that happen
That would be so
because he is a
fun.
very good guide. He's a super chill, laid back guy, and he's like hunting with another buddy, but he's a guide, and they get birds. He gets birds. He's
That
a
would
very
be
good guide.
So fun, dude.
That would be awesome.
There was a question on here that says, "Are you guys planning to go on any guided hunts?" So that answers the question. Yes.
I guess that. Yeah, I guess that you can consider that one because other than that, I don't plan on any. Do you? Anybody else?
Mm-mm.
I kind of was thinking about trying to do conservation snow goose, but I had some issues going on with work, and that kind of went out the window for me. And that's this. We get asked this all the time. Ever gonna come down here to Arkansas? Someday, it will happen. I don't know when. I don't know how. But one day, I do want to shoot some ducks out of Louisiana, or Arkansas. Would timber hunting for sure.
Jeffrey Puckett said he shot a band in Widgeon in East Tennessee. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's cool.
Congrats on that, man. That's cool.
That's cool.
Someone said, Trevor Postman said, do you leave brush on your folding layout blinds? Yes. What's the name of that brush or that grass, Thomas? Do you remember that brand? It was, what brand was that?
It wasn't Tangle
can see
Free,
it.
was it?
I know
That's what I keep thinking it was.
I know Tangle Free has some.
It was the woven grass though, not the
It's a little different.
not
Huh?
that little stuff they
Yeah.
have. Because I bought that stuff.
I know. I've seen it. I just can't remember the brand.
Man, dude.
Kind of like the
remember.
stuff they put on the side of boats.
Yeah, we just zip tied that woven grass to the blinds and just left it. But
Let me answer this
It's
one real
kinda
quick.
heavy.
Okay, David L. asked, he said he uses the videos for training his lab. Coincidentally, his name is Rocky too. Cool. Good name. He's 13 weeks now. Any tips maybe missed in the videos? There is a lot of stuff I wish after having experience I would have had in those. I think whenever I do get another dog, which is going to be several years from now, I'm going to do them again and just try to put more stuff that I learned that I didn't know the first time. But one thing I want to do is I do want to say to guys listening on the podcast, watching on the MVM show, or watching on this live feed is I've been asked this 1,000 times through emails, through YouTube, through Instagram, through Facebook, all these platforms, is people get super, super impatient with the training. They want to start doing stuff when they're literally 12 weeks, 14 weeks. And I trust me, I honestly get that because I was the same way. You feel like you're not doing anything. You feel like you're losing time, but you're not. Formal training at 6 months is a perfect time to start. Rocky was almost 6 months when I started it, and I would not change a thing about that. Be patient. Do not, here's a big one, do not steady your dog until he's basically ready to hunt. Because when you're out there until you're ready to train, steady. Because people are doing that with little pups and not letting them go right after the bumper. And they think that looks cool and like, oh, my dog doesn't go. Like when I say steady, meaning break, like if you throw a bumper out there, they just run right away. Well, when you're hunting, you don't want a dog to go after the bird until you release him to go. But a lot of guys are trying to beat the curve and do that way young. And then what happens is that takes the drive away from the dog.
To me, it seems like a little kid. You tell them you can't go out and play.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. And it affects them when they get older.
It's like you can't go play. No, you can't.
You
do that.
want their drive to be out the roof by the time, because oh man, I love this. Like in their mind, you want it to be the best thing in the whole world. Then when you get into the discipline training, when you start studying them, which could be 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, it's different for everybody. But somewhere in there, after you've started formal training at 6 months, I'm telling you, like, they'll be a machine and want to go 100 miles an hour. So that's one huge tip I would definitely give you guys is do not make them steady when they're a young pup. Let them have fun. Let them chase a bumper and have fun. That's all that matters at that point. If you want to teach them to sit and to have crate training and to potty train them if you do let them in the house, that's about it. No heel, none of that. Just sit, crate training, and house training. Other than that, I would not mess with anything. Get them around people too. Get them around other dogs. Get them around other people. Let them do that. But other than that, I would not do that. Well, one more and we'll close this off. We'll do two more. Gunner T said, "What's up, boys? Don't know if this has been asked, but what's your guys' dream bird?" That's a good question. We haven't been asked that on this one yet. We talked about bands, but dream bird. I mean, it changes after if you get your dream bird, it'll change again.
Yeah.
But mine right now is an
I know what I want.
You just said it, and I can't even. King
I
Eider.
have several.
You want an eider?
A king eider would be mine, only because I know it's probably gonna eventually not even be allowed to be shot, and you can only shoot one, and it's a lot of money. So that's a dream, bro.
I think I know yours.
I honestly don't.
Go ahead.
Harlequin.
Yeah,
Harlequin.
but like I said, that varies because I know we could still get those. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna be able to shoot a king eider. It's cost too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what, $7,
to 10.
$8 grand?
It's like
10 grand.
10,000.
So I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna do it. I know, and that's the thing is, if we go with that guy this year and he goes and guides, we can shoot Harlequins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, that yours a Harlequin, mine's a king eider,
I think I'll go with the Eurasian widgeon.
Eurasian widgeon,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about it, but I've always wanted to shoot a black scoter.
black scoter.
Yep.
That's cool. It's funny how everybody's opinions are different. One more and we'll end here.
Stud, Drake, Eurasian. That'd be awesome.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. I think that's it. Did you guys see anything I'm missing? Maybe we'll just end there. There probably was, but it's probably been a while back. I'm not gonna answer that. Well, all right. Well, I don't see anything we missed.
Do you do any striper fishing?
We can answer that one.
I don't myself.
I went like twice with Bobby Riggs.
Really?
We did okay. Wasn't,
I've never went striper fishing.
but I heard when it's hot, it's pretty fun. I definitely haven't caught anything of size. That would be awesome. That would be fun.
It would be fun.
Catching monster stripers.
I went about a dozen times.
Have you?
Yeah, but mostly off.
Oh, yeah.
Off the dock.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And that's a funny story. Talon hooked into a monster.
I caught a big bass. Striper fishing
Yeah. With the live bait.
with an anchovy. Threw it out there and
I guess it wasn't live, but
yeah, I hooked onto it and rolled it all the way up to the dock. I was fighting with it. My cousin Colton. I was like, okay, I'm like, grab it when he comes up. And as he was going down to grab it out of the dock, we just got into fishing. As soon as he went down, my line just went dink and popped. I'm not lying. It had to be at least 6 to 7. So it was a good
hurts.
fish. It was a really good fish.
that hurts.
And then he caught like a 4.5 right after that.
Your wife's getting on to you, Travis.
It says Talon needs
Oh,
to
Talon.
talk clearer.
It's Tamara. It's
More
because he's not in the
clearly.
mic.
I know. I haven't done this in a while.
Him and Travis have a hard time staying in the mic. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining in. And
Thanks, Mom. I love you too.
if you're listening on the podcast, don't give us a rating and review. Thank you guys for joining us live today.
Everybody stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe.
Enjoy your quarantine time.
Maybe we'll
Take
do
up taxidermy. I mean,
Yeah,
something to
learn
get-
something.
Yeah, something
while you're at home.
to do. There's YouTube videos. Get on there. Practice.
Yeah. And thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you later.